Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing today? I have the sun right in my eyes. I'm going to go find myself a nice place to sit. If you're wondering what took me so long this morning, it's because I realized all of a sudden, Banny, you're like number one most days. I just have to say, congratulations. Zach, number two. Okay, so you're just going to die when you see this view. I'm so excited. This is why I was like, wait a minute, what am I doing? I'm not going to go live from my hotel room. I'm going live from the view right at the park. You ready for this? This is mind-blowing. Hi, Joan. Good morning, Susie. Okay. Y'all, there is the Mackinac Bridge. On the left of the bridge is Lake Michigan. And on the right of the over here, here's my finger, this is Lake Huron. So that's Lake Michigan over there. This is Lake Huron. That's Mackinac Island. We're heading there in the next hour. Whoop, can't point very well. But look, there's the bridge. And I wanted you to see that because it is absolutely gorgeous. Okay. Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I keep thinking I see a spot where I'm going to sit, and then I find another spot. And the lighthouses here are beautiful. If you guys have ever been to Michigan, lighthouses is such a thing. Okay, so yes, Amanda, so excited to hang out with you this next weekend, although I don't want to rush my time here because it's going to go by fast anyways. All right, so good morning, everybody. How you doing? I have to show you my view again. This is just... the water is crashing up on the beach right there. Look at that, you guys. There is the bridge. It's called the Mackinac Bridge. It connects the UP to the lower peninsula. And then over there is Mackinac Island, which is where we're heading this afternoon by ferry. Good morning, Tara Ann. Haha, Joan. This is about the only geography lesson you're going to get from me. You guys, I was a school teacher, but I was a math teacher. Language arts. I don't know how it was actually communications. I was going to look down here and see if I could find me a Petoskey stone. We like to come to the lakes and skip rocks. Ooh, can you hear that? Can you hear that hitting the ground? Oh, so pretty. Look at that. The sun's coming up this morning. I told you I had beautiful views this morning. So, you know, when I was a school teacher, I actually got an endorsement in middle level education. And it really is because the kids in the middle, as we would call it, are just going through so many different things at that age, from hormone changes and body changes and all those, you know, the kind of learning is more of a concrete to an abstract type of a transition. And so, long story short, I got this degree in middle level education. And part of that was a major study in diversity. And we're not just talking about like skin color, we're talking socioeconomic, we're talking gender, we're talking birth order, we're talking multiple intelligences and how that impacts learning styles. And it's interesting because I did all that learning before I got into business, where we obviously do a lot of personality styles of learning about our people. Well, here's the thing. When I learned about the multiple intelligences, one always kind of confused me a little, and it was the nature intelligence. And I was like, nature intelligence? Can you just hear those waves crashing? It's just gorgeous. Oh, and the water is so crystal clear blue this morning. You can literally like see the rocks in the bottom of the water. Can you see that? Isn't that, it's just like glass, perfect, crystal clear blue. Look for a heart-shaped rock. Okay, I hear you. Okay, so I say that because, you guys, I'm not like a big outdoorsy person. If my mom said go play outside in the winter, I'd be like, kill me now. I'm not like this big outdoorsy person who loves to play outdoors. I don't love to camp. But here's what I do love. I do love being in creation. I do love being in nature. And I feel like when I'm in nature and when I'm in God's creation, I just feel closer to Him and my spirit just comes alive. It feels so refreshed. And I was thinking this morning about how oftentimes I just need to sense. Good morning, Leanne. I got your message. I'll be messaging you. There's just so much when I'm in nature. I sense God's presence, and I'm not afraid to ask the Lord to show up. I'm not afraid to ask him, Lord, show me your presence here this morning. I believe we're human, and part of being human is our lack of perspective. And I think sometimes when you just need to feel him close, when you just need to feel his presence around you, like, obviously put yourself in position, like, spend time with him. I believe getting out in nature is an incredible way to do that. But don't be afraid to ask our great God to show up. Don't be afraid to say, God, give me a sign that you're right here, right now. He does. And I'm telling you, when you ask him to show up, all of a sudden you start looking. I took some of my friends out to the island and I said, you guys, I kid you not, you ask God to show up in the form of a dolphin or whatever, he will. And guess what? He does. And she said last time she was out in the water, she was just like, God, I need you to show up. There's just something about being in his creation where he likes to show up and show off huge. So my thing to you this morning is, and if you say, no, I don't need that, I think, are you being honest right now? Because I feel like I need it every day, morning and night. If you're feeling like you need to sense his presence this morning, ask him to show up. Yesterday when I was leaving my Aunt Lori's, as much as I was like, oh, I don't want to leave, I also knew we had this great adventure to take on too, but I also felt like, Lord, I just need to feel your presence with me this morning. And that's when that cardinal showed up right in the middle of our live. And I was just like, of course you did. Of course you did. You love to show off. I was thinking about putting my feet in the water this morning. Someone said, look for a heart rock. And maybe that's how he's going to show up this morning. I'll definitely get on that when we get off this live. But I just wanted to encourage you this morning. I don't know where you are in your walk with the Lord. I don't know if you have a relationship with the Lord. And if you don't and you're curious about it, please feel free to reach out. You can do that in the comments. You can slide into my DM. I always like to say that. But I'd be more than happy to kind of talk through that with you. But ultimately, my desire is for you to see God and sense his presence in and all around you, and that your relationship with him grows deeper. And, just so you know, there's nothing you could do that would make it where he wouldn't want that relationship with you. Nothing. And a lot of times, sometimes he brings us to the end of ourself in order for us to really get on our knees and draw ourselves near him. And he allows that because that's what his greatest desire is to have us in relationship. So all that to say, that's not where I was going with my talk this morning. My talk this morning was just asking God in only the way that he can do. Good morning, Michelle. To just show up and show off a little bit on your behalf this morning. And then my statement to you is be on the lookout. Be on the lookout, because yesterday we talked about journaling and keeping track of all the things we pray for, because he answers so many of them and we don't give him credit for it. And you guys, even yesterday driving almost 8 hours total by the time we got done driving. Perfectly safe driving the whole way. No deer, no accidents. Landon drove some too. And yet that's his provision also. Even the things that we don't pray for. Oh, Leanne, that's awesome. Congratulations. But no matter how much you love him, no matter how close in a relationship, we are human, and we just, at least I do. Maybe I'm just speaking for me right now, but I just need to see him and feel him on a regular basis beyond even just our prayer time and and he shows up every time, you guys. When people say, do you believe in God? You can't see him. I'm like, heck yeah, I do. He shows off so mightily in so many ways. Christy Reedy, how are you? So yeah. And maybe you could comment when he does show up today. You could comment in the comments and let me know how he did that, because it's so cool. It's just fun to celebrate that. So I'm not sure where your day is taking you today, but that was a dragonfly. My desire is for each one of us to experience his presence in a unique, fresh way today. As I sit here beside the Mackinac Bridge, oh, it's just beautiful. I hear the waves crashing, knowing we get to go to the island today, one of our favorite places in the whole wide world. So many good memories. That bridge is just gorgeous. Just gorgeous. But I'm excited to see how he does for you today. And I'm excited to see how he does that for me today. He's super romantic. He loves to woo us. And he's going to woo us today. in a very big way. And I'm really excited for some of you maybe to experience that for the very first time. Or maybe you just need to experience it right now because you just need to experience it right now. He is faithful. He will do it. Take a minute right now just to say, Lord, I just thank you for understanding that I'm human and I'm fully flawed. And I just need to feel and see your presence in a new, unique way. Oh, good, Joan. I love that one. I had it yesterday morning. Yeah, and tomorrow morning, I'll be coming live from the island. I can't even wait to take you on the island with me. Just so you guys know, in case you're not aware, the island is about 8 miles around total. There's no cars on the island, only horses and bikes. And if you rollerblade, it has to be on the back side of the island. Also in the winter, they have snowmobiles. So there is a school on the island. I actually looked at doing student teaching on the island when I was doing my student teaching, but oh my gosh, it's just like a step back in time, and it's just the most precious place. It does smell like a lot of horse, but it's just amazing. Yes. Oh, you're going to Stephanie, you're going to the island this weekend? Chippewa. The Chippewa is where we're staying. And honestly, we're staying on the Chippewa, and I love to stay on the island because the island at night and in the morning compared to when everybody's over there during the day, and who knows what it's going to be like right now, right? I mean, we're talking new times, new days, and COVID, but I'm really looking forward to it. So have an awesome day. Make sure you share as soon as God shows up on your behalf today in such a fresh way, and I can't wait to hear it and celebrate that with you. So have an awesome, awesome day. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning.